Welcome to Swinger University, your horizontal enrichment program. Offering you the naked facts about swinging. Here are your hosts, Ed and Phoebe.
Hi, this is Ed.
And this is Phoebe.
All right, we're on our last day of the cruise. We're actually sitting in Coco Cay, and it's raining outside, so we can't really get off the boat. So we're going to record our last episode while we're waiting for the skies to clear. We'll see. We're here all day, so we've got plenty of time. So what happened yesterday?
Well, are we going to announce that we have some...
Oh, we do have guests in the studio, and by studio I mean our cabin on the boat.
Yes, so we're being watched right now.
Some voyeurs.
Yes.
We'll be the exhibitionists.
Oh my goodness.
They're making funny googly eyes at us. And of course we're recording naked because it's much better that way.
Absolutely. Yesterday was all pool day, which we mentioned was going to be. And
back to back. I mean, literally in the pool, but also.
Oh, yes.
The pool parties were back to back.
Oh, yes.
Too.
And the pool was so full that as the day progressed, that water got.
It was a little murky.
Ugh.
I like to think that it was sunscreen, but.
Yeah, it probably was. But then, after they did they did a bunch of games during the day.
We had multiple games and with prizes.
Yes.
So play silly games, win fun prizes.
Yes, and I will get into how the water got gross later with one of the other games.
Yes.
I almost forgot to talk about, but I just remembered because of gross water. But anyway, aside from the water in the pool, I mean, a crap ton of people were at the pool. The conversations were great. The networking was fabulous. Everyone was there. So if you want to network and meet people, you absolutely have to be at the pool, whether you like crowds or not, whether you like noise or not.
Or the sun.
Exactly.
But you got to be there.
So I'm sunscreened head to toe. I have on my hat. I have on my sunglasses. And I almost brought my earplugs because the noise does somewhat bother me. But there I was because that's where the action is.
So what was the first game that we played?
Oh, are we talking about the games already?
I think so.
We're going to talk about seats first.
Oh, seats.
Because
that's
it's so crowded.
There were so many people there.
So how do I come up late. How am I supposed to get a seat?
I didn't get a seat. Just shoved my stuff under somebody's butt. It happens.
So if you've met someone on the boat.
Hopefully you've got friends that got a seat ahead of time and then you can stow your stuff.
Or if you made a connection early on, you recognize them and you say, hey, can we stuff our crap underneath your chair?
And people are friendly enough too. They make new friends and then you can stow your stuff with them.
So there's an opportunity. So don't just don't be shy. Ask if you can.
Never be shy.
Yeah. Okay, games.
What
was the first game? It was
the first one we watched was the jerkometer. I don't know what they called it.
I don't know either.
But they had the counter, the door counter, where the little clickers.
Yes.
And the men and the women were at as many clicks in like 30 seconds as they could get.
Yes.
So it looked like they were masturbating.
Oh my God.
But it was fun. And everybody cheered, and there was lots of clicking going on, people pushing their buttons.
And one guy cheated because he was masturbating at his chest, and that didn't count.
He may have had a very large clicker, and that he could have masturbated at his chest. It's possible.
But it's cheating because he won. Anyway, maybe not. Oh, maybe not.
That's just sometimes people are gifted that way.
Yes. All right. And then they had the Peter meter.
Yes. I participated in that one. That was interesting.
You did, and yours did not fly off into the pool like some of them did.
Nope.
That was hilarious.
They put
like a hair tie?
pedometers with hair ties around your cock and balls.
Uh-huh.
And you had to flip it to trigger your steps. I tried a little side-to-side technique.
You did. I saw that.
I wasn't sure if I almost needed a trial run to see which technique was better.
Right.
I switched techniques in the middle.
Yes.
Sometimes that's important to switch techniques in the middle.
Yes.
Sometimes you want to stay with the same motion because it's working. But
Yes.
I wasn't sure if it was working or not, so I tried to switch it up.
But you did good. You got up into the high 80s, 87.
Yeah, 87. I beat the guy next to me.
Yep.
But there was another guy who had like 10 more than us. And then in the next round, the guy had like 100 clicks.
Right.
I don't know how he did it. He was
working.
Roadrunner.
His poor wife.
Yeah, that was.
I'm glad you can't
jackhammer
move
action
that
right
fast.
there. I'm much more of a slow pace.
Yeah. And then let's see. Oh, they had did you see the whipped cream one? This is how the pool.
I saw something with whipped cream being thrown across the pool.
Yes.
But I didn't see what happened. So, Phoebe, tell me all.
Okay, so I'm assuming I didn't have the best shot, but I'm assuming the men were on one side and the women were on the other side.
So the women on the other side got the shot.
They did.
Oh.
They're supposed to catch the whipped cream. I don't know. Maybe it's called catch the jizz.
Whipped cream.
Yes.
The air quotes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And so the partner would launch the whipped cream across the pool, and this blonde woman. Oh my God, she's very
Right in the
athletic.
face.
Oh yeah. So
Nice.
you're supposed to catch it with. I think there was different goals. One in the face, one in the mouth, or something. I'm not sure exactly. All I saw, I kept watching her. The first time she threw herself into the pool, and this huge glob. It looked like the entire container of Cool Whip.
Wow.
Smacked on her eyes, nose, and forehead. So her whole face was just white.
She's
and then
a pro.
Bam, into the pool. It was hilarious. So she won. She got a point for that. And then the second time was she actually caught it in her mouth. So she's diving, she's launching, she's flying over the pool. You see the whipped cream, you see her mouth, you see her going for it. She's going down, you're thinking she's not going to get it, She
gets it.
She gets it about a foot off the water, goes into the water, comes back up, opens her mouth. Whipped cream everywhere. Another point.
Did you get her room number?
No, I didn't. Dang it. That was a fail. So sexy. That was fun. And hence why the pool was very extra sugary and cloudy after that, which is, it just got worse.
Good thing they clean the pools every night.
Well, yeah, but then there was several hours to go after that. And everyone was in the water. That's fine.
Well, because the next game after that.
Oh, yes. Then the next game was the car wash.
Which was so much fun.
Car wash was great. So I wanted to be part of that for sure.
Yes. Phoebe loves rubbing up and down on naked people.
I do. So that was nice. So there was probably 50
Everyone
to
on the boat.
70 women lined up on two sides.
Yeah, about that.
Because you need brushes on one side, you need brushes on the other side.
Gotta get front and back.
Exactly. And then the men go down in between. So the staff was I think the staff was really getting into it. I got baby oiled about 8 times, and then they'd come by with water and squeeze the water. And that happened about 6 times. Of course, there's a little bit of...
Someone's enjoying moistening your breasts.
Yes. Yeah, the staff really liked that.
I can imagine.
And then, so the guys would come down, and then they'd get stuck in the center. But it's because these
clog.
Yes, it was the women who would stop them, and they start humping their legs, and they start stroking their dicks, and then
I came through the line way too early.
You did.
Because I was, I think, number 2 in line.
Yes.
And if I'd waited, the women would have been way more foreplay would have occurred.
Yes.
And then I would have been involved in,
I know,
more of the action.
Yes.
For next time. Notes for next time. And for listeners, don't be first through the car wash.
Right. But they were saying, the staff kept saying, this is the longest car wash ever. Like, it's never taken this long. And us at the end of the line, I'm like, I have to pee. I need to hydrate. And so they had us pulling the guy's arms through the line. They're like, pull his arm. So we're pulling his arm. And
Poor
then
guys.
the women, so
terrible.
because they got stuck in the middle, right, and getting stroked, so they're hard. So the women are grabbing their penises and pulling them down the line. Oh my God, it was so funny. I was laughing. I was dying.
If you or another swinger has been injured in a car wash, please call 1-800 for your personal injury attorney.
Exactly. So it was a lot of fun. Oh my God, I was a mess.
It was fun. The oil took like
forever to get
3
off.
washes to get off,
yeah.
but it was absolutely worth every second of it.
There were big prizes for the winners. It was hard to hear through all the noise and music what the prizes. I knew they were significant, but I didn't catch all of what was won.
Yeah, there were stays at certain places. So I think Secret's Hideaway was one. It was like a weekend trip to Secret's Hideaway, all expenses paid, kind of a thing. So yeah, decent prizes,
hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's always fun to play with the games.
Yes, and free T-shirts. They gave out free T-shirts
Yes.
later that day at the pool, so we got a few of those.
They were tossing T-shirts at people. That was fun.
What else? Oh, and I missed the seminar from Dr. Simon.
Yeah, Dr. Simon with the O shot and the P shot.
I know. The time it got away from me. It was so much fun at the pool. That 1:30 or 1 came and went, and boop, I missed it.
2 margaritas later and a car wash, and there you are.
Yeah, but I will follow up with that research and give everyone the information on the O shot and the P shot. That'll be a different episode. After pool day, we got showered, dressed, and it was fetish night.
Fetish night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was vampire / fetish. They kind of do these like dual pronged themes so that you can kind of twist it your own way. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people dressed literally as vampires.
Yes.
There was even a vampire hunter with stakes.
Oh, I missed that.
And then a lot of it just other people in leather and pleather and
leather,
vinyl.
corsets, crazy. And then the dildo, like the strap-ons.
Lots of strap-ons, wandering around.
I guess because it's a
women with
fetish.
penises.
Didn't think of that as a fetish, but yeah.
Fetish are fun.
Fetish are fun, yeah. So there was a lot of that. That was pretty sexy. And then we met some new friends at the Schooner Bar for drinks.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Some new old friends. They were early. They'd contacted us when we first published our episodes and kind of offered our congratulations on releasing and encouragement, and it was neat to run into them and actually have a conversation with them. And the conversation went so well at the Schooner Bar that we ended up having dinner with them and having an even longer conversation with them, and it was illuminating, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
And gave us a lot of things to think about.
Yes.
So we've got some pondering to do.
Right down to, and maybe we just do a little description,
little segue,
which is not in our notes.
Nope, we're going off script now.
We're going off script.
Bum bum bum.
What do you look like, Ed?
I'm 6'4", an Adonis. No. So the commentary was, people listen to us all the time on the podcast, but they don't know what we look like. And, we're reserved people, and we hide our identities. So no one knows what we really look like. And we got some descriptions from our friends that we thought we would dispel some potential myths.
Yes.
About what we look like.
Yes.
So I'm average build, athletic,
cyclist,
That'll give 5'9", dark hair, dreamy brown eyes.
Sometimes with facial hair,
sometimes hair, sometimes not. But yeah, I'm a pretty average sized person.
You have all your hair.
Side. Yeah, I have all my hair. I have a full head of hair, even at the age of late 40s.
Yes. And you wear earrings.
I wear earrings, and I am pierced in several places, which is sometimes fun.
Yes. Ooh, that is a lot of information.
Yeah. How about you, Phoebe?
I am, well, I was 5'7", but I think I'm 5'6" now. I am in my early 50s. I have red hair. I have an athletic build, I guess, or curvy. What would you say?
Athletic with curves in all the right places.
Yeah. So 5'6", 145. Oh, let's just give the boobs. Let's see. Boobs are, depending on the bra, 34. Let's see, I always have to think about it. 34G or 36F.
Yes. Phoebe has very large breasts.
Yes. Size 8 shoes, in case anyone wants to send me some shoes.
Amazon link.
And what else? Let's see. Background. Background has been mostly analytical jobs, accounting jobs, assembling of information and organizing information with lots of deadlines. So think about accounting fields, paralegal, executive, assistant, jobs like that where you're keeping track of things. And
highly detailed and
yes.
very
yes.
precise jobs.
Yes. So that's the nerdy side of me. I like details and behind the scenes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which makes this podcast a perfect fit.
And I didn't talk much about what I do, but I have an art background, a graphic design background. All the logos that we do for our work and all that, I do that stuff. So,
yeah.
Because I enjoy it and it's fun.
So there's the About Us episode that we were going to do later, but we just did it now. So there you go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun,
Surprise.
dun, dun. All right. So where are we at now? Promenade. Oh, dinner. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So
dinner?
we had dinner.
Finished?
And we covered that a little bit. But,
yeah.
We had dinner with our friends, and it was, like I said, it was great. And they gave us a lot of things to think about in terms of where we want to take the business. Is it a business? What are we doing with it?
Pros and cons of a business.
Pros and cons of businesses.
Yeah.
The potential fallout from turning it into a business and what that can mean in terms of relationships and business relationships and animosity from other podcasters and things like that. And I was just blown away because we
kind of in a
actually feel
bubble.
like we're in a little bit of a bubble.
Yeah.
Because we're West Coast, we don't really interact with very many podcasters. But this cruise, we've interacted with, I think, 7 different podcasters in a week, which was more than we've interacted with in the last 2.5 years since we've been doing this. So it's been a busy week.
It has been a busy week and super fun and well worth it. So after dinner, we decided to troll the promenade.
Troll the promenade. Try and break Phoebe's feet.
Yep. Almost succeeded.
6 days of high heels is taking a toll on her, as all women will attest.
Yes. And lo and behold, we run into a couple that we had.
Well, we met one of we met the husband.
That's right.
Up on the at the pool party. He was admiring Phoebe's breasts. And Phoebe decided to introduce herself to him.
Yes.
In her very Phoebe way.
Yes. Yes. And so there they were in the promenade. And so we started having a conversation, and about 2 minutes in, they said, well, we have to confess what we're podcasters. And we went,
dun, dun, dun.
Wait. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy crap. Didn't even know they were on the boat.
No.
Hadn't heard of their podcast before.
No. But we're going to start exchanging tech and stories maybe doing a coast-to-coast cross-broadcast kind of a thing.
Yes.
We've got
and since we've mentioned all the other podcasters, I don't think that they would mind if we mentioned their names.
No, Mixed Nuts.
Yes.
So we'll be checking them out, and
their
check us out.
Podcast is unique because they're a biracial couple, and that's what they bring to the podcast. Is there, as I know it, there are no other biracial couples, and maybe there are, but that is their thing.
That's what they wanted to.
That's what they want to focus on and talk about. And so they have some really nice and interesting perspectives from their experience in the lifestyle.
Perspective we couldn't possibly have.
Exactly.
Great.
Oh my God, such nice people. So great to hang out with them. The conversation was amazing. So easy to get along with and super sexy.
Yeah, we had some good fun conversations with them too.
We did, and then after that, it was off to the playroom.
Yeah, up on the top deck when the rain was coming in, a little bit of a breeze, and it was still warm and sexy.
So here we are on a bed, looking up at the sky, and it's raining, and you're fucking on a bed, and you're on a boat. I'm like, I'm fucking on a bed in the ocean on a boat with the rain. I'm like, this is... Who does this? We do. We do.
Yeah, and you too could experience this if you book on the Bliss Cruise.
And just make sure you let us know you're going to be on.
Absolutely, and we'll let everybody know we're going to be on too. So.
All right, everyone. We have a day at Coco Cay, and hopefully the sun is out. So we're going to sign off and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into today.
Yep, because today is the last day of trouble. Oh, we just got flashed by our studio audience. And on that note, we are definitely signing off now.
Before you turn off our podcast to take care of all the vanilla things pulling you away, please reach out and give us a review. I am the first to admit that it's much easier to give a 5-star rating, which we appreciate, but if you could take 43 seconds to type a review, we would love it. If you want to share a personal story, ask us questions, or share your comments, you can contact us at swingeruniversity@gmail.com. Check us out at swingeruniversity.com, where you can find links to our Twitter and Instagram feeds. Thank you so much for listening to Swinger University, your horizontal enrichment podcast.